morning, everybody. So I'm gonna give it energy. Yo, I gotta get one of those things for like my car so I can like, you know, clip it. I gotta get up to date. What's up, Sass? Alright, so, well, I'm not gonna pull cards while I'm driving, obviously, but I'm gonna give an energy update. Y'all know I don't need cards. But, I was gonna read the clouds, but now it's just complete overcast because raining. So, let me go through what the planets are doing a little bit. So, I'll give an energy update with that, and then, like, what, you know, my spirit's been telling me and stuff. So right now we're dead smack in the middle of the two eclipses that are going to transpire, right? We had one last week at the new moon. We'll have one next week at the full moon. So now let me just say about the eclipses, right? So the first one that happens, there's some kind of radical, shocking event type deal that takes something, okay? It could be a job, could be a relationship, could be, I don't know, money, whatever. The second one will deposit something in its place, though. That's generally better. Now, the thing about this is you can't be like, oh, nothing happened on the eclipse. Well, this is the thing. The energies start about a month prior. So, you know, if everyone in the world was like tuned in with the planets to the day, we would all have the same exact things happening on the same exact day. Do you see what I'm saying? It's so, no, everyone's not going to have a catastrophic event on July 2nd. So it could have happened early for you. It could have happened the month prior, a couple weeks prior. Generally, the first eclipse energy start a month before. And then depending on like how strong they are, like how exact, the eclipses to other planets, things of that nature, depends how long they will last for, the energies. So last year was the summer eclipse was the strongest in like 400 and something years. So that one went for about 6 months out. This one is not as strong this summer. It's making some positive aspects to other planets that are very beneficial. So you can expect the energies to probably go, 3 to 4 months out from here. So the eclipse next week, the positive thing could happen 3 months away. You know what I'm saying? So don't take the date so insane. Like, oh, nothing happened to me on the day. So, it's not really like that. So also yesterday, Mercury and Chiron both retrograded within 24 hours of each other, which is a pretty big deal. So this is happening right in the middle of eclipse season. So now let's address. Well, I guess we can start with Mercury. Now, the first thing I'm going to say, right? Don't listen to the memes that are like, don't do this, and that, XYZ, be afraid, all that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know you want to. Don't do the fear-mongering shit. When Mercury goes retrograde, all it does is means that it wants you to go in, okay? And when I was in my meditation, it's retrograding in Leo and going back to Cancer, okay? So now when I was in meditation, I was, asking the planet itself, because I like to tap into the planets, ask them what the fuck is up, So I was asking Mercury, what is this about? And the main thing I heard is that it's trying, in Leo, while it's still in Leo, it's trying to make you go inside, not outside. So, don't look at memes, don't go outward to people. Go inside, find your inner flame and your inner voice. Okay? When you go in, you find your inner passions, inner flame, inner voice. When it goes into Cancer, it's going to activate how to use those things to manifest what you want, as far as taking care of yourself. So money, self-care, things like that. So you are going to gain the ability during this Mercury retrograde to be able to be vocal about your needs. And that means vocal with the universe, vocal with your partner, vocal with your boss, vocal with whomever. Because when it goes direct is when all of this inner stuff that you're coming up with right now, you'll be able to vocalize it. Okay? So that's what Mercury is asking of us. Chiron. Okay? Chiron is the wounded healer. It's in Aries right now, which is the I am of the zodiac. It's the first sign. It's the first house. So it is, with Chiron here, number one, Aries is also ruled by Mars, which is a masculine sign. So you are going to go through, which Chiron's in here for a long ass time, 8 years, fucking long. Chiron's very erratic. It doesn't really have a set, it could be in a sign for 1 year, it could be in a sign for 8 years. It's Aries is in here very long because it's what it's doing right now is healing the wounded masculine. And you know, we bash the patriarchy a lot, but you got to understand the fellas, they be hurt as hell, okay? So they need some loving too. So right now their wounds are getting healed from told they can't have any femininity to them or they're not a man. That's bullshit. So there's going to be a merging of that, but now I'm getting off course. So anyway, what does this mean for you? So Chiron and Aries, you are being healed right now, or being asked to heal the I am. So this means that who you truly are, your identity of who you are supposed to be, is going through a healing right now. And things are coming up, and you guys are probably asking yourself, who am I? Who am I really? Who am I apart from who my parents told me I was growing up? Who am I apart from the role I play as a mother or as a whatever? Okay? So these are coming up for us right now so that we can actually claim our identity back. Okay? So retrograde, what this is going to do, it's going to bring up, it's like a check-in. Like, how you doing? Are you healing these things? So what's going to happen right now is memories from childhood, because Chiron wounds are accumulated in childhood, are most likely going to come up. And yo, what just touched something just grabbed my foot. I'm serious, like in my car. What is it? Yo, it felt furry. Oh my god, there's probably a squirrel in my fucking car. Who knows? The amount of animals that have showed up to me today. Y'all see that bear? Anyway, so basically what's happening is Chiron retrograding is going to start bringing up stuff from childhood, wounds, anything that made you gather a false belief system about who you are in this world. Okay? It's going to come up for reevaluation so you can get rid of it, because these things are not you. It could have been abuse. It could have been something someone said to you to make you believe falsely about yourself. That's going to come up. And it's so you can rewrite it. You're basically going to rewrite your own history right now for integration, for the self, to find your identity. Okay? What else was in my download this morning? Chiron's going to be retrograde Chiron retrogrades for a long time. I think 4 to 6 months. So it'll be retro for a while. So now this is combining, because now remember, Neptune's also retrograding. I think that happened like a few weeks ago. So illusions, anything that you were wearing rose-colored shades about, is getting stripped away. So I want to say, because it's combining with Chiron and this Mercury right now, the energies right in this moment for these next few months are going to be about delusions you have about yourself. Okay? And this is going to be for your own inner healing. You're going to have realizations about who you are and who you aren't. False identities you've taken on just to please others, or because, you have narcissistic fools in your life growing up that try to make you something that you're not. Okay? So that's all going to come up. And it's all going to be for healing. And you can do this, okay? You can do this. Don't pay attention to any fear-mongering about these planets retrograding. It's always for your own benefit. Jupiter's retro, real strong right now. that's amazing, because that's also making you go in. And Jupiter, no matter what it does, is beneficial. No matter what it does. I don't care if it does jumping jacks, cartwheels, retrogrades, nothing. It's fucking awesome, okay? That's why my son says, I love Jupiter. Yes, we do, son. That's what I say. Yes, we do. So yeah, don't be looking at no retro. And here's it. Let me just sidebar again. You're gonna see, you know, the things coming up. Oh, don't sign contracts in retrograde. Don't do. Let me tell you what. What if right now someone came up to you and was, you know, like, I'm gonna sell you this house for $10. It's a fucking mansion. Da 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 da. What if someone did that and you were like, actually, I gotta wait 4 weeks for Mercury to go direct and then another 2 for the shadow period before I can sign this contract? No. Sometimes when planets retrograde, they're depositing shit that you missed because you weren't ready for the blessing yet. So it goes backwards to redeposit shit. And then it, you know, because now you're ready because you've done some extra healing, okay? So, you know, yeah, it's about communication and contracts, Mercury. Just read stuff a little extra, you know? Make sure you're communicating clear. Did you really say $10? And is it USD or was it like euros? Okay, that's it. You know, let's not get silly about this and run around like our fucking heads are cut off, because they ain't. Okay? So that's my energy reading. Everything, you got to have the state of mind like everything is for my own benefit and my own healing. Like I was saying yesterday to someone, I was like, because they're like, they said, what's the point of dinosaurs? I was like, what's the point of fucking humans? We come here, we're parasites to the planet, straight up parasites. We deprive everything of its resources. Literally, I told someone over the weekend at my shop that I was gonna write a book on parasites in the colon, and then at the end be like, psych, this whole time I've been talking about humans, because it's the same thing. Sorry, it just is. But so yeah, what's our point? Let's see. We come here, right? We manifest ourselves into this fucking world. And we obtain a shit fuck ton of childhood trauma. Then we spend the rest of our life trying to heal that trauma, then we die. That's the point of existence. You understand? So listen, everything that comes up right now, the painful memories, the wounds, the hurts, all of it. Sit with it. Resonate with it. Say, ask Chiron. Yo, Chiron's a centaur too, like a Saggies. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying sassy. I know. You know, Chiron, he's the wounded healer. He's a psychic. He's a mystic, prophet, and he's a centaur. He can be beneficial. It's just like kind of in disguise, because it's like he brings up our wounds. He's like a shaman, basically. He brings up our wounds so we can transcend them and then help heal others in the collective. You know? That's what I want to do for everybody. I know that was my purpose on this planet since I was 4. I said, that's it. Everyone needs to be healed. I got to figure out how to do this. Little did I know that meant that I had to go through trauma and heal myself. But, you know, and you're never 100% healed. You're about 80%. You know? So yeah, that's it. That's the energy update, you guys. Just know that everything that comes up right now, don't sweep it back under the rug. That's the worst thing you can do. Okay? Let it rise up. Fucking cry. It's Cancer season. Cry about it. Someone should open up a den of tears just for Cancer season every year. We can all just go and cry. So, you know, let it out. Do the shower, cry. Go for a walk in nature and cry. Do whatever you need to do to process, okay? Punch shit. I don't know, go to the gun range. I do it all because I gotta let out the anger. Yin yoga's rocking my ass right now. I be screaming and cussing in the middle of it. I gotta do it in my shop when it's closed so nobody can hear me, because foul shit be coming out my mouth. Let it flow, okay? You gotta do what you gotta do to heal. And the next eclipse is going to come up. It's going to be great. Always have the mantra going. Everything is always working in my favor, because it fucking is. You know what? Let me say this. This is what I learned yesterday when I was in yoga. I'm going to share this and I'm going to hop off because I got to go get my nails did. When you're in a simple pose, like downward facing dog, that's a beginner pose. You ain't doing much of nothing in that pose, right? So you think, right? You can hold that pose for as long as possible and be like, yeah, I'm in this pose. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I'm rocking it. My heel touching the floor. But you know what? At some point, if I hold that pose long enough, I'm going to fall. My arms are going to give out. My thigh is going to get tired as fuck. My arm's going to get tired, and I'm going to fall. Right? It doesn't matter how good you are doing, how awesome you are in a pose, at some point you're going to fall. That is life. It doesn't matter how high you are, what point you've reached. I don't care if you make $10 million a year, you have your own private jet, you have a multi-million-dollar home with people who come in and clean it for your ass. I don't care if you have someone who wipes your ass for you. At some point, you're going to fall. It's just going to look different depending on what level and where you're at. And how hard you fall is in here. It's in your mind. Because I could be like, oh, my arms got tired. I just fell out of the pose. Or I could beat myself up and be like, fuck, I could have probably held it for 10 more minutes. Come on. All life is transition from one pose to another. Right? That's all it is. You're making moves from one pose to another. And it doesn't matter how long or how good you are in one pose, at some point you're going to fall. Be okay with the fall. Because in that fall, you learn stuff and then you rise back up and you get back into another pose once you ain't tired anymore. Okay? That's it. Be comfortable with falling. We all do it. We all do it. The only reason we're uncomfortable with falling is because we think we're not supposed to. We've been taught we're not supposed to fall and to be ashamed when we fall. But if we all can come out as a collective and be like, oh, sis, you fell? Well, I'm going to help you up. What do you need from me to help you get back on your feet? Because we all fall, and it's good. What if we applauded ourselves? Like, man, I made it so high, and I fell. This is awesome. I can't wait to see now. Because every time you raise up and you fall, you ain't falling back lower than you were. You just, that's what life is. It's like mountain peaks. Even your heart beats like that. When you see it on the heart monitor, it don't just stay. When you're flatlined, you're fucking dead, right? When your heartbeat is flatlined, you are dead. Why you think life is going to be flatlined? It's not. It's going to go like this, just like your heartbeat, okay? Okay? Remember that. So when you high, then you get low. Then you get high again, you get low. That's healthy. That's what a healthy heart does. If it's too erratic, it's unhealthy. You got high blood pressure. Right? If it's flatlined, you're fucking dead. If you got low blood pressure and you ain't falling enough and reaching enough peaks, then, you get dizzy spells and you faint. That ain't good either. You're going too slow. Don't go too fast. Don't go too slow. Go the speed of your heart. Boop, 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 boop. Up, down. Embrace it and enjoy it. And that's it. I'm going to download this video. I'll put it up on YouTube. And I got to start learning IG TV. So I'm going to put it on there. All right, now I'm going to go get my nails did. I got to pee real bad. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow morning.